What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Now what you're going to see on the screen guys is me playing in the EA FC Team of the Season Cup. I think I got my words out right there. And with that in mind, you'll see it more in future episodes, but I want to talk about it now because you're going to be watching this on Saturday. And there should be this new football thing out, or football, F-U-T ball. And there should be Iron Man of the Matches and new tournaments, which you won't see until probably Monday or Tuesday. I might double upload today and tomorrow to get rid of some of the footage I've got, because I've got a lot of footage of me playing these games. But what happened was EA had a reward structure in this tournament different to previous tournaments. And the way they did it is, first win you got the kit, the second win you got a coin pack, the third win, you got the 25k untradeable pack, and then every win after that, you got the coin pack. But in previous tournaments, they did the first win was the player, so in this instance, the kit replaces the player. The second win was a pack, and the third win and onwards was the coins. And they changed it on like really late Thursday night to being the first win the kit, the second win the pack, the third win the coins, which meant if you had already won it 2 times, which I had at the point they changed it, you can no longer get a chance of winning the 25k pack because you won the kit, you won the coins, but then they changed it so the third time you win it is the coins again, which is stupid. Like, why they would do that mid, like, or the end of it when people, you know, let's say you've been like grinding, you played this tournament like 20 times trying to get that third win, trying to get that pack. And let's say you're in, you know, you've played 3 games in your third win. You've played the round of 16, the quarterfinal, the semi-final. All you need to do is do the final. And you're like, do you know what? I'm busy tonight. I'm going to get up early on Friday morning and play this final for this 25k pack. And you wake up and you're going to see, oh, wait, I don't get to win the 25k pack anymore. I get to win the coin pack. It's ridiculous. So I contacted, I DM'd my contacts at EA and explained to him that this is a little bit stupid. It shouldn't be like that. And for those people that are just now no longer going to have the opportunity to win the pack, what kind of compensation is there going to be for that? But I also contacted the EA chat team, which typically are generally quite useless, right? But on this occasion, they gave me a free untradeable 7.5k pack, which you won't see until a future video. But one of my viewers said that he messaged them and explained what happened, and they gave him the actual pack, the 25k pack. So I'm still hopeful that EA will give, rectify this issue and give those that have won it 2 times the free pack. I hope they can, figure that out. Now, as you can see by some of my celebrations here, I've been celebrating by doing a lot of the shushing to the camera. Not necessarily purposely. You know how like, quite a lot I used to do the dead fish. Back in FIFA 12 I used to do the Superman dive. A lot of this year my default is like hold L2 and just rotate the stick around, and he does like the flip, or hold L2 and do down and up on the stick, and they do that little like sitting down crossed arms things. I started doing the shush to the camera just as without even thinking of what I'm doing. And it keeps coming back to bite me in the butt. Like in this game here, I shushed this guy. He's got a Div 1 kit. I don't necessarily think he was a good player, but I got Lucas sent off for the most innocuous tackle. It wasn't even a bad challenge, which already was a good game. We were, it was a close battled game. I was against a guy who's won the Div 1 kit, and now I've only got 10 men from a tackle that wasn't bad. Like for me, I actually was really pleased with how I fought in the game. You'll see by the match stats, I still, even though I had 10 men, I still had like the better of it. I had more possession. I created a few more chances of my opponent. But with 10 men, it's always gonna, you're always gonna be on the back foot. And I looked at the tackle back. It just wasn't even a bad tackle. I had possession of the ball with Koke. I passed it into Perez. I tried to do a fake shot, but he intercepted the ball, so Perez went down. It wasn't 2-footed. It wasn't studs up. He didn't like jump off the floor. It was only one leg that he caught, and he also got a bit of the ball. I thought it was very harsh to give me a red card for that. That in turn cost me that specific. I actually think that was the final, and it cost me that specific run of the cup. Now Castro has been great for me. 28 goals in 27 games. He is awesome, absolutely awesome in that left full striker spot. Sorry, but we go back into the tournament, guys. We come up against this guy. A really nice thing. What's really weird, like, my mentality is, this is my Road to Glory account. So when I see a team like this, I'm like, oh shit, like, we're going to struggle. But my team is great. Like, I've got so many blue cards, so many really amazing cards. Like, I shouldn't really be going into games with the mentality of, oh shit. I should be going into the mentality of, right, let's do this. So it's really weird to get my head out of that road to glory mentality and understand that even though this is a road to glory, I still have an absolutely phenomenal team, you know? And I addressed it in yesterday's video. I'll address it again in today's video. I know a lot of people want me to get rid of the La Liga team. Fear not, guys. If what I've seen on Twitter is true from a few people asking the chat support and stuff, there are going to be international man of the match winnable tournaments. So you'll be able to win man of the match cards. There will be other general tournaments, which is going to open up the books to us building teams to go and win these tournaments. It's not just going to be this team. However, I am going to keep as much of the bases of this team as possible, because this will be my end team, will be ultimately like a blue La Liga team. A full blue team, as I explained before, like Adariz up front, Castro and Perez either side of him, getting that blue Diego Godin, and that'll be like the end game for the La Liga team. And then eventually, if possible, upgrading to the blue Modric, the Neymar, the Messi, the Ronaldo. That's probably impossible, but you know, we'll keep going and give it a try as much as we can. So we end up winning 4-1 in the first round. As you can see here, I sold a whole bunch of items. There was a discrepancy in the coins in the last episode, actually 2 episodes ago, where somebody said, you know, you started the game, before the game you had like 18,300, after the game you had like 17,700, and that's simply because from time to time I'll open a few bronze packs, just randomly. And the reason why I do that is because I still think the bronze pack method is viable. So if I've got space on my trade pile, why not? You know, I don't need to spend these coins on players right now. I don't need fitness cards. I don't need to spend these coins on anything at the moment. So why not like sit there and, in my opinion, potentially make an extra 300-400 coins a turn. And what I mean by a turn is like every hour, like every rotation of sales, you'll make a few hundred coins, and it's not going to change much. And when I've got this team that I've got and these players, and you know, the amount of coins and the record and stuff, and the fact we're in Division 2, it's ultimately negligible, absolutely negligible. But if you make 200 or 300 coins a turn, and you make 5 turns a day, you're making 1,500 coins a day bonus over the course of a week. That's going to be like an extra 10,000 coins. There's still like 10-12 weeks left in FIFA Ultimate Team. If we do it like that, that's going to be like an extra 100 to 150,000 coins over the time. That's going to make the difference. Although, you know, it doesn't seem like minimally it makes a difference, over the course of time, it does make a very, very good difference. So we end up, you know, making a few adjustments to the team with contracts. I've got Perez back from his suspension now. So we had Hesse in at the last game, and Hesse did great for us again. And it's really difficult for me to let go of Hesse, because he's just so good. He's done such a good job for the club. He's played like somewhat like 60-odd games. He's scored like 40-odd goals. He's got like 20, 30 some odd assists. Like, he's been a general like talisman for the club, and I don't think I'll ever sell him. The only way I'll sell that one is if we pack one somehow, which would be really nice. So we go back into the tournament, guys. We've got a really good team. Obviously, the fitness glitch is still in full effect for us. We come up against a really, really nice, pretty much full Bayern team with a couple of Dortmund players, and that one, obviously, Leno in goal. You know, I don't know if you can afford a team like that. You could probably, you know, he's probably working towards like Manuel Neuer. You know, maybe he just doesn't like Neuer, so he's got Leno in net. But things started off pretty well for us in this game. Lucas gets the ball, hits him with a stop and turn, stops on side, hits a lovely little scoop turn around, puts the ball in the back of the net. My opponent could probably be fortunate that I actually scored that, because if it didn't, it probably would have been a penalty and a red card, because he fouled me afterwards. But it didn't take too long before my opponent got back in. He runs down the middle there with Royce into Lewandowski. Lewandowski, lovely bit of turn. My 2 defenders tackle each other. I then get bowled over by Royce in the box with my 3rd defender. If you want to just go back and watch that, it's pretty funny. And he ends up equalising with the goal. But it didn't take us too long to get back in front. Ball comes to Ruben Castro. Lovely ball roll past the defender. He's so good, man. Honestly, he's so good. Like, for those of you that have won him and don't use him, I said this on stream the other day, and I think I said this in yesterday's video. I can't specifically remember, but you know how legends don't necessarily have the best stats, but they play like above and beyond their stats? I feel that way with, I would say, Castro only, because I haven't really used the other unlockable items, but I reckon the unlockables might have just that thing that sets them apart, because for me, Castro just does such a good job. Like, he's only 84 rated, he doesn't have the most amazing stats, but he just scores and gets great assists all over the place. And he's so clinical from long range, from short range. He doesn't really have good skill moves, but in general, he's just always in the right place at the right time. And it makes him a pleasure to play with. We end up going 3-2 up with Castro scoring another goal. My opponent gets a bit of a lucky deflection there and comes back into the game at 3-3. But just 5 minutes later, we get a corner. Corner comes into Benyat. Benyat plays into Griezmann. Griezmann with a fake shot, shoots and scores. Makes it 4-3. And then later on in the game, my opponent gets his Mats Hummels a second yellow card and decides that that is where he will rage quit. I don't know why he necessarily rage quit. I know he only had 10 men and I know he was losing. But always fight, man. Always fight. Unless you're like way out of the game. 1 goal down and 1 man down. You're not out of that. Like, you know, you could get a lucky goal, take the game's penalties, win on penalties, you know, or you could just, you know, fight hard, earn the goal, or even just fight hard and go out respectably with a loss, you know. Like, I don't know why you'd rage quit 1 goal and 1 man down. However, that is exactly what my opponent did. And at the end of this game, I had again like 18,000 coins. So I wanted to give the offline draft another shot. But this time I wanted to lose in the final on purpose, which is exactly what I went and done. And, you know, I've been getting some really good prizes in the offline final. 3 7.5k packs, a 15k pack and a 7.5k pack, a 25k pack. And for the first time ever for me, in losing the offline final, we got the consumables pack, the rare consumables pack, which doesn't sound like a great pack, but I'll explain why it's actually an amazing pack. And the reason why it's an amazing pack is because in a rare consumables pack, you have the chance of packing a draft token, another free pack or more, the coin bonus unlocks, and then the fitness cards and stuff. So I was excited when I saw that it came up to that we could potentially make money here. You know, I think I got I think I actually got a jumbo gold pack, which was great anyway, just for the sheer number of items in it, and the rare consumables pack. And whilst you'll see in the jumbo gold pack, I don't think we got a good player. I think we actually got 1 rare player, but I don't think he was worth anything. We end up getting a Canales there, and okay, so we got 5 players that instantly would discard for 1,500 coins. Contracts, a fitness card there for 1,100 coins. Loads of contracts that are going to sell. The Sweden badge that sold for like 500 coins. I end up discarding 2 more players there, so that's like altogether in this pack I think I made back like 6,000 coins or something like that, which is actually amazing, like truly amazing, because you got 6k back from this. I got about 1.5k back from the games that I played in the tournament, so that's 7.5k. So I only need to like recoup 7,500 coins from this rare consumables pack. Now for me, the consumables pack wasn't great. I've seen other people get better ones. Like the position modifiers that we got weren't the best. One of them was okay, but we got 3 fitness cards worth 3,300 coins. The healing card, 3 position modifiers, which came up to like a couple thousand coins, and contracts. All in all, I lost like, I think, anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 coins for the whole draft, which I'm more than happy with. Losing in the final on purpose and doing that, I was very happy with how that worked. So I end up listing up all the items, guys, which you're going to see now as we exit the video. But this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.